Yes, friends, the discussion was going on, and the topic was writing letters. Right. So, in the first part of our lecture, we discussed about informal letter writing. Later on, in our second part, we discussed about formal letter writing, or let's say business letter writing. In the second part,
सर खूप ब्रेक होतोय सर आवाज.
hello. In the formal letter, we discuss the concept of formal letter and how to write the formal letter, or let's say business letter. We went through many parts of business letter and format of business letter also. As we know that in the era of email and WhatsApp, the writing of informal letter is
सर खूप ब्रेक होतोय सर आवाज.
as I told you earlier, that writing informal letter, or say family letter, is a practice out of thing, right? So it is an outdated thing today, but still we need to write formal letter. We still need to write business letters, right? So today we would elaborate or discuss in detail the writing of formal letters. We'll also just go through 2 or 3 examples of formal or business letters. Right? So, which part of formal letters are there? The first thing that we have is sender's address. Right? As you know that it is written on the right side and top of the letter. Okay, there are 2 styles of writing such address. The first example, and this is the second example. Okay, see, MK Patil, plot number 50, Om Nagar, Badgaon Road, Chalisgaon. So the sender's name, detail address along with the city or village. Then Tehsil you can mention in the case of a village. Okay. Second style is of without punctuation marks. See, no punctuation marks are there at the end of each line. So both the examples are expected, right? No problem is there. Then after the address, there comes date. We have 3 methods of dates. You can just compare 3 types, and you can select any one of them. You can select English method like this, or go for American method like this, and popularly Indian method is like this. Okay. Then there comes the receiver's address. See, for example, as in the case of informal letter, we write the name of the person, right? But in the case of formal or business letter, we mention the post of the receiver, like the principal, the manager, the director, the chairman, right? Like that, headmistress, right? Then there comes subject matter. Okay, subject matter is an optional thing, right? But in many cases, we must highlight the subject. When we highlight a subject, then what happens? The receiver gets the idea of the topic or the issue of the letter, right? So in the beginning, he gets the idea about the letter's topic, right? Then comes reference. Reference means mentioning the correspondence in the past. Suppose that the 2 parties or 2 people have exchange letters in the past. Past means a few days ago, last month, last year. Then the reference of those letters. Reference means inward letter number, outward letter number, along with date. These things are highlighted under the heading of reference. So reference is nothing but a connection between two or more letters, right? Obviously, subject and reference should be short. They must not more than single line. Okay. Then comes salutation. As I told you, a formal situation is there. So, dear sir, dear madam, or respected sir or respected madam, right? These two salutations are used on a large scale. But as far as Indian situation is concerned, we like to use respected sir or respected madam, this salutation. So after that salutation, there comes the beginning paragraph, right? As the letter type is business type of letter, formal type of letter, we must start with the main purpose, main reason of writing the letter, right? So no personal inquiries are expected over here. So directly touch to your topic like that. Then comes the main body, right? Main body again, the main issue should be discussed in detail. It is followed by the ending paragraph. Again, ending paragraph means the further information or further detailing of the selected issue, selected topic for the discussion, right? It is followed by thank you, right? Then comes complimentary clause. It is written in the right side bottom of the letter, like yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours obediently, like that. Don't use yours lovingly. Okay. Then comes signature part. Then over here, the writer of the letter writes his name and puts a signature. Okay. In the case of job application letter, right? See, we discussed this part in the last lecture. See, in such type of letter, we must mention all the information, including qualification. Other than qualification means other skills, experience, right? In the main body of the letter, right? We can attach a separate biodata or resume or CV along with the application letter. So this is a new method of writing an application letter for some job, right? The candidates mention that, sir or madam, I am attaching a separate sheet of biodata, separate sheet of resume, separate sheet of CV along with this application letter. Please go through it, right? Biodata is attached to the letter, right? The format of the letter is common. All the parts like sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, reference, salutation, main body of the letter, complimentary clause, its signature and enclosure are necessary. Let's just discuss some examples of formal or business letter. See, on the screen you can see an application letter with biodata for the post of a clerk in Bank of Baroda, right? See the post of a clerk. Sanket Chaudhary is the applicant who is writing the letter, right? His name and his detailed address along with the date, right? Left side corner is the person who will receive the letter. Again, as the letter is business or formal letter, we must mention the post, that is the manager, Bank of Baroda, Chalista, right? Then comes subject, a single line subject. Okay. The main issue is application for the post of a clerk. Reference. The candidate has got the news of this advertisement in some newspaper or via some online mode, right? So your advertisement in Indian Express dated 2nd November 2017. That's the reference. See, respected sir or say respected madam. See how short the letter is, right? They're about 7 to 8 lines. See, the letter writing is a skill, as I told you earlier. So the style, or let's say the selection of words, the selection of sentence changes from person to person. So it is not necessary, it is not a rule, it is not fixed that each and everybody's letter would be the same, right? It would be changed from person to person, right? So the selection of the common or fixed words appear again and again. Okay, so don't worry about that. See the first line, with the reference given above, I apply for the post of a clerk in your reputed bank, for I am fully eligible for the post. So you can go for some other type of sentences also, right? So the meaning should be clear. Okay. See on the in the next paragraph, there is a mention of the highest degree, like BCom, MCom, right? So you have to mention your highest degree. After that, mention some extra qualification, right? Some extra examination, extra courses that you have completed, like that. See over here, Tally, computer typing, like these two courses are there. And see, the candidate has mentioned that a separate CV, separate biodata has been attached with this letter. Okay, so the detailed information is available in the CV. So no need to give full information in this letter because information is available on a second page, that is on a separate sheet, that is C, right? So the last concluding lines, if given a chance, I shall work with the best of my level. Yes, you have to prove that you are so sincere. Okay, your honesty. Then comes thanking you, followed by comma, right side corner, your name and your signature. The last part, that is enclosures. Enclosures means attachment with this letter, right? The documents, some receipts, whatever you are going to attach with this application letter comes under the heading of enclosure, right? If there is more than one document, you can number them 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. So this is the example of writing for some job. Next example we would have, that is of a complaint letter, right? Complaint letter maybe irregular water supply, failure of electricity, like that, right? Some bogus item has been provided by the company. So many issues can be there of the complaint letter, right? Let's go towards the example directly. On the screen, you can see, write a complaint letter about the constant electricity failure in your area. See, the same structure is there. The letter writer, Anil Patil, his full address, then the date, the receiver, the branch manager, MECD Chalisgaon. The subject, a complaint about constant electricity failure. There is no mention of reference. Okay. If the branch manager replies via letter, then the branch manager would make a reference that Mr. Anil Patil, you send me a letter dated 20 October. That would be the reference. Okay. There comes salutation. Right, dear sir. Then the main thing, then the main issue of the problem, that our area is suffering from irregular power supply. Please solve the problem. Sir, I am a student of FY BCom. My university examination is going to start from the next week. So, means you are describing your problem to the officer. For hence, the constant electricity failure becomes a major hurdle in my study. There is my practical examination during the daytime. I don't get enough time for my study during daytime. Hence, I must study during night only. So there are many students like me in my area. Therefore, I request you to pay attention to this problem and take a necessary action to solve it. Right? This is the last paragraph, concluding paragraph. So I hope that my complaint will be considered seriously and necessary action will be taken immediately. Right? Then thanking you. Last part is yours faithfully, Anil Pai. So this is the structure. Okay. So the selection of words, the selection of sentences may change from person to person. So it is not a rule. It is not necessary that my style of writing letter must be copied by the others. Other style may change. So let's have one more example of inquiry letter. So we inquire many things, right? For example, let's go directly to the example. Write a letter to make inquiry about tour package. Okay, you are writing to some travel company and you want to go to some picnic. Okay, so you are asking for a tour package information. Right. Again, the writer's name first, along with the date, then the receiver, the manager, Keshri Travels, Nasi. Again, the subject, inquiry about tour package. No reference is there. When the manager will reply to the applicant, he would give a reference that, sir, I have received your letter dated 25th March 2017. Okay. Dear sir, see, I want to go on tour with my family in North India. I'm making this plan in the summer vacation of this year. Therefore, I want to know about the tour packages or family offered by your tours and travels company. Please send me the details about cost, facilities, and dates of departures and arrivals of the tour of North India. The last line, looking forward to hear from you soon. Yours faithfully, SM Patil, along with the signature. Right. So this is the examples of formal letter or let's say business letter. So we can have many more examples. As you know that the structure is the same, right? The main body changes. The main body means the main topic of the letter changes, right? So we have to construct the letter as per the given topic. Okay. So in the case of electricity failure, in the case of inquiry about tour package, right? So we have to write the letter as far as the topic is concerned. So I hope the topic is clear to you now, right? So let's stop over here and we will begin with the new topic in our next lecture. Thank you.